How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan Battle video. In today's video, we are taking down the Festival of Battles with the Resurrection of F duo. These guys are definitely one of those cards that have been overhated a little bit. So I think they can do it pretty well here. You see, we got about 34 attack stacks off of them. With the festival here, right, they start off really good. They pick up really fast, and then they kind of taper off because, right, after they lose those extra supers, which actually works out pretty well for festival, right, because you really only need to get one super off of each of your stacking characters. So pretty good here. So we're running them on double Vegeta and Trunks, just because they do not build defense. So this is a way to build their defense throughout this fight here. Because I think they could probably, because of type advantage, and they could probably get away with the normals in the Vegito phase, but I don't think the Gogeta phase they could do, because of the attack raise. There we go. Okay, so there's the super. So we're really fortunate this turn that we don't have to worry about an attack. Now, we don't have any scouters on this team whatsoever. So every turn we play here is a big risk for eating a super. Most of the characters can handle, obviously, the blues themselves. Probably, while we're in the Goku state, probably not going to be able to handle these supers at this point, even with the additional defense we've gotten from the Vegeta and Trunks. There we go. All right, and then there we go. We get the EX super skill with UI Goku. So that works out really well. And then, boom. Okay, so now we'll get the free dodge. Looking at the damage here, though, I'm not really a fan of where our damage is at. So I'm thinking we may have to pop a Bulma item here. Yeah, because on the next turn, we're going to get the Dokkan attack. And I think and it's just because the thing is I could, like, on the next turn, I could very easily put the blues, or because we're gonna get the Dokkan the next attack the next turn. I can very easily put the blues or Vegeta in slot 1, and let them do the Dokkan attack, where they will actually deal some damage. But the problem is, because we don't have a scouter and we don't know where that super is, I can't risk putting Vegeta and Trunks in slot 2 or slot 3. So we'll just have to go with this, with the Bulma item. I will switch into Vegeta, though, right? So at least this way we take down the. At least this way we know for sure, between the Dokkan attack on Vegeta and Trunks and this one, we will be able to, we should be able to take out movie Goku here and then ride us into the Daima phase. Now, unfortunately, we just barely mistimed that Dokkan attack, which means we're going to be in a little bit of trouble for the Daima phase, at least. But we'll see how this plays out, though. Excellent. All right, we get an additional super. Alrighty. Okay, so no EX Super. So this is the other thing that's kind of gone wrong with this, with this run, is our Vegeta, even though we have been pretty consistently able to get their 24 key, they have missed the EX Super for the majority of this fight. So we actually have not been carrying over that attack stat, that 10% attack stat with them each turn, because they're not, he's just not getting it. And that is unfortunate. And honestly, I wish there was a way we could count how many EX supers we got specifically, because I would love to see how much we actually got in totality here for this. I wasn't exactly keeping track of every single. There goes the super. I wasn't exactly keeping track of every single one, but I can tell you we've missed a good majority of them, at least half. There we go. All right, so we tanked the super. Yeah, so see, if we had put Vegeta and Trunks in slot 2 there and put Goku in slot 1, I know we wouldn't have killed because or Vegeta in slot 1. I know we wouldn't have killed because, right, type disadvantage, even with that Dokkan attack and no crit, which means Vegeta and Trunks would have ate that super because I wouldn't have floated them off here. So it was a good thing that we kept Vegeta and Trunks there in the in the first slot, even if it means kind of having to use that. Again, I don't have a problem using the items here to ensure that we get through the phases. The main focus is, can we get the unit in question to the end? And I mean, the items we use are typically only attack items anyways, right? The Bulma we get, the Bulma just gives us some extra attack. Well, actually, I think the future Bulma actually gives extra defense, but the other one just gives attack. Okay, so yeah, all right, this one's not going to matter. We'll just put Vegeta and Trunks in front. I think we could probably get away with putting the blues in front there and letting them get an extra stack, but I think it's probably beneficial for the team overall that we just let Vegeta and Trunks do it. So we'll just do that. Excellent. We get another one. Actually, I mean, if we just keep this up, do a bunch of normals and no crits. No, there we go. All right, he's probably going to crit on this one, and that's going to take him down. Yeah, there it is. All right, well, down goes the movie 8 phase and into the Diamond phase, where we're going to have a bit trouble here because, like I said, we have no Dokkan attack now, so here, I think, okay, so here's what we're going to do, though. I do think we can still do this. Let's swap into Goku. Let's create those orbs. We can still do a bit of damage here as Goku, even without the active skill, but we're going to use our second Bulma item for that, to assist with that. And we're going to grab the 11 key spheres here, and okay, we're going to grab that. So hopefully we get that dodge on UI, and it's not a super over there in the third slot. But we're going to focus down Daima Goku first because on the other rotation, we do have the STR Blues, which we can use their active, which should be enough to take down Glorio. So I think we'll be okay here. Obviously, Vegeta and Trunks, not big damage dealers here. Their main job is to hold down slot 1 for us. And, of course, get that extra 10% each turn for our characters. Excellent. All right, so there goes the super. So 206 million with the Goku. Pretty good. So here we go. There we go. All right, now hopefully this is enough to drop Daima Goku down. Actually, no, we probably don't want to do that. I was going to say we probably could just switch into Vegeta too and get some extra damage on Daima Goku, but that's probably not a good idea. We're probably going to need that damage reduction turn later, so... Okay, we came close. All right, we came close. So Daima Goku's pretty much down. There we go. And there goes the Glorio Super. We better... we should tank this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then... Yeah, I didn't actually check their defense, but I honestly, I'm so not worried about them, I didn't even bother to check it. Excellent. Yeah, see, actually, I think if we had gotten the EX Super, I think we could have had enough extra attack here to take down Daima Goku with UI, but I guess it's fine. I think the next rotation can handle it. Excellent. Oh, yeah, we definitely could have with that EX Super. Okay, so like I said here, we're going to go ahead... Let's see. So I'm going to keep the blues onto this rotation, but I think the play here, we're going to have to use Vegeta's active. I think we're still good. Yeah. Okay, so we're still good on that. So we're going to use Vegeta's active on Glorio. There we go. Look at that. And that drops nearly all of his health here. So that means that did like 700 mil damage right there, by the way, that active skill. So with the attacks there in slot 1, we're going to put Vegeta in slot 1. And since it is his active skill turn, we should be able to tank if they super. And then, yeah, I don't know if the blues are probably not going to get to attack again, but we'll see. And that's fine. I mean, they built up plenty of attack, right? We're just holding out to transform them until the Gogeta phase, because as you guys know, right, the Gogeta, once we transform them, they only, or exchange rather, it is an exchange mechanic. Once we exchange them, there we go. Glorio's down, and then now goes Goku. Once we exchange them, right, we only have a couple of turns to work with Vegeta before we lose his stats. So we don't want to burn that too early, and we want to make sure that we're doing it while in those final phases. Okay, but I guess it didn't matter. We could have put the blues there since we did have that. So, all right. Okay, so now the question is, okay, we still have both of our items up here. Yep, okay, perfect. Do we leave Vegeta and Trunks on? That's a tough one. Yeah, I'm thinking we leave them on. Just for protection. Because, okay, both of our items are up. I think we can solo the Gogeta phase, right? That's what I want to do. I want to solo the Gogeta phase, and then that way we just roll right into the Vegito phase with the INT Resurrection F Blues. Yeah, this will work. Okay. Good to go. Okay, so let's use the Spear Bomb. Excellent. Ooh, look at that speed. Okay, excellent. All right, so here is what we're going to do. We're going to grab that with Goku. We're going to put him in slot 1. Yeah, let's do that. Perfect. So I'm assuming Gogeta likes to super in slot 1, so I'm assuming he's going to super in slot 1. And 370 mil there with Goku. Very nice. So this should be enough, hopefully. There we go. There's 1. There's 2. Excellent. We get 1 more. There it is. Nice. And no EX Super. Dude, I've been missing EX Supers like crazy this run. This is insane. Okay. Well, we still do 99 mil damage. We do get the additional super. Yeah, I think with that... actually, see... Yeah, okay. I think we're fine here. Additional... Oh, why did it have to be the normal? No! Oh, we might be in trouble. We might be in trouble. We might not solo the phase like I thought we would. Okay. All right, we're good. Okay. Like, literally just 1 crit out of you guys, and we got the phase. Okay, 2 crits. There we go. On the normal. Okay. Woo, that was close. All right. Well, here we go. So let's see here. Okay, so first things first. Wait, hang on. I want to check the links here, actually. Let's see. Would it be better to stay? No. Okay, we're gonna have to use his active. Yeah, okay. So let's pop the... Yeah. Oh, 2. Really? Ouch. Okay, switch back to Vegeta. Okay, switch back to Vegeta. Let's switch into Vegeta with these guys. It will create some rainbow orbs, so we just got to be careful with which orbs we pick up. 3. Okay, I guess that's what we're getting. 3. He hasn't even built up all that much either, but we still do. About a mil. Okay. All right, we're gonna switch back into UI, and then we're gonna switch into the blue Goku for the attack here in slot 1. because it's probably better to keep him dodged since it's not the active skill turn anymore. It does mean we're going to lose something that... There we go. We need to get that EX Super. There we go. All right, so we're going to need to get the EX Super, hopefully, with UI Goku. And hang on, let me double check something with Vegeta here. So I'm pretty sure, yes, it is only 2 Rainbow Orbs that we need with them to get his max stats. And there's 2 right there. Is that the only 2? That looks like that's the only 2, so we're going to have to take that. There we go. Perfect. All right, so there goes the first super. Remember, Vegeta can super 3 times, so we are banking on some dodge here with our Goku, but he does get it. So you can actually see our Goku really didn't stack all that much. Wait a second. We forgot to use the second item, because the turn, it would have expired by now. No, we could have done so much more damage this turn. No, this puts us in a bad place. Oh no. Okay, so we do get the EX Super, so we don't have to worry about UI Goku now. I was a little worried, but now I'm not. Excellent. And no crit, of course, because it crits. Actually, you know, well, okay, so here's the thing. We could have been fine. Actually, he would have tanked Vegeta Super because he's got 100% damage reduction on this turn, basically. But I actually wanted the support for the Resurrection of F duos here. So, yeah, maybe we should have switched into the blue Vegeta. I don't think it would have made that much of a difference right now. But let's see how much we do. 130 mil. I mean, not bad considering no items right now, right? Both of our Bulma items have expired. There we go. Look at that. 134 mil. Excellent. One more. Hey, there we go. 139 mil. So not too bad, right? We would have been significantly higher if we had actually remembered to use our items, but silly us. Is that a normal? That's a normal. Silly us. We forgot to do that. But actually, we might be dead here. Yeah, okay. We're probably done. Actually, I don't even think we would have lived regardless, but whatever. Dude, they lived? Double-digit tanking Vegeta Super. Dude, and we didn't even use the item. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Okay. So here's what I think we need to do, though, because we didn't do nearly as much damage as I had hoped. So for Goku, we actually don't need the full amount of orbs anymore. We did it again. It's so busy talking. I forgot to use the items again. Oh no. Oh, we are in trouble. We are in trouble. No. Okay. I'm a little worried about the placement of these supers. Okay, we do get the EX Super on Diamond Goku. We just need to there not be a super on Diamond Goku. We might actually still be able to pull this off, okay? We might actually still be able to pull this off. It's going to depend on where the next super lands. Okay, we might actually have this. We might actually have this because Diamond Goku did not eat a super. Will Goku? I don't think Goku will kill here, though. That's my only beef. Goku might not kill here. There we go. Oh, okay, and the next turn's not gonna, even if we use the items, next turn's not gonna do any damage. Oh, wow, we are not in a good place here. Goku, whoa, why'd that have to be a normal? Not that it would have done much more, but okay. There goes the super. Okay, so we're good. We made it through this turn, but can we do the next turn? Okay, no shot. We cannot forget to use the item again. We cannot forget to use the item again. Although, honestly, doing this much damage to him without any items, right? That's good. There we go. Okay, so, yeah. Let's not forget this time. Wow, I can't believe we forgot twice. But there we go. Okay, let's use it. Let's make sure we finish this. So, hey, at least I can say that we did have him tank a Vegito Super without any items active. At least we can say that, right? There we go. Okay, and then all we need is Goku to get his EX Super here in the final slot. But now looking at the fact that we're probably not going to kill here on this turn, I'm kinda wishing we left. No, actually, no, that wouldn't have worked. That wouldn't have worked. Yeah, the turn had to play the way it played. Otherwise, we would have died, right? Because we had the two supers in the third slot. So we had to play the turn the way we played the turn. Because, yeah, Daimogoku wouldn't have been able to eat those supers in the third slot. And neither would Vegeta and Trunks. So, actually, we had to do what we did. But it would have been finished if we had used the items last turn. It would have been over. It would have been over. So, shame. Or not really. I mean, I guess it was kind of cool to see, I guess. But I would have loved to have seen the bigger attack stat out of the Resurrection of F Duo, honestly. Okay, 120 mil. Yeah, okay, that would have significantly jumped up the ROF Duo. That's a shame. Okay, there we go. We get an additional super. Yes, okay. Perfect. Actually, now knowing that they tanked that, I wish we had left them on this turn now. Now knowing that, I wish we had left them off on this turn. There we go. We get the dodge. All right, and then we get the EX Super on UI Goku. Perfect. So, all right, we got a safe turn here. Not doing a whole lot, though, and that does worry me. Oh, well, okay. If our UI, granted, our UI is 55%. If we can pull this off. No. There we go. Okay, all right. You know what? It's fine because we can just. There we go. We get the dodge. Okay. So we. I don't think he could tank it pre-super. I don't know if I want to risk that. Yeah, I don't think he could tank that 24 million pre-super. Okay, that did not fall the way I wanted it. Okay. That's a shame. Well, it doesn't matter. Vegeta and Trunks are going to kill anyways, but, I mean, dang. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, he's not going to kill pre-super. Yeah. Or rather, he's not going to tank that pre-super. So I don't know that I want to do that. So we'll just have to roll with this. And let Vegeta and Trunks, like... Because, wait, where's the super? There's the super here. There it is. I was going to say, I knew there would have been one. Yeah, I don't think he would have tanked this pre-super. Though he surprised me. I didn't even think he was going to tank it post-super. So... Maybe he could have. It's 50% damage reduction, right? Okay, Vegeta and Trunks going to go ahead and wrap this up for us. Excellent. Alrighty then. So... There you have it. There's the Resurrection of F Duo against the Festival Battles. This is how you use these guys. This is the Resurrection of F Duo in the hands of an actual Dokkan player. I swear, everybody I've watched try to use these guys, it almost feels like they're putting them setting them up for failure. Like, I feel like, a lot of people saw that Dokkan World thumb, and, no offense to him, but it definitely feels like he set him up for failure. Because this was honestly the fact that they tanked Festival of Vegito, that ought to tell you enough about what their capabilities are. Are they the greatest? No, but they're pretty fun to run, honestly, and we could have had a pretty good attack stat there at the end had we used the items there, but either way, still pretty good, still pretty fun. I do like them. So, guys, that's it for the video. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know what other units do you want us to test out here as we close out the 11th anniversary. We got a couple more events coming. We got the EZAs coming at the end for the year 8. But what else do you guys want to see? Let us know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.